spotted.
Oh, crap. Hello, everybody. We are back from our break and already under attack from frickin' Glinthawks. Because Glinthawks. Whoop! Oh, crap. That works. You can stay now. Yep. Woo! There we go. Welcome back to you as well, Mr. Drew. Really? Yes, silly watchers. Well, this stream started off with a bang, but yes, of course, we finished off the main story in the last stream, dumped us right back before the final mission. So now that we are done with the main game, we are going to the Frozen Wilds to chill with our friends the Banuk. That is, if we ever stop getting attacked by frickin' machines on our way there. No. Silly machines. Well, yes, now that that's all done, let us go and find this pass that one awesome trader told us about when we got to the Daybreak Tower oh so long ago.
These will keep.
And finally kick off the DLC. Ooh, first off though, merchant. I have a whole bunch of stuff to sell. Alright, I'm going to keep the hearts. I can sell the skins. Sell that, which I don't need. And keep that for now. Don't need that. Don't need that. Do not need that much metal burn. Those are only for selling. Do not need that much chill water. Definitely need more blaze. Do not need that many sparkers. Alright. Let's go. into the north. Now that we are done with Hades. Ah, there's our path. I love Banuk culture. Just the way that they've marked their trails with all of the blue. Like, they really want you to know where you can go.
What are you doing, Aloy? This path leads to the cut. The Banuk have nothing to offer besides useless mysticism. The Eclipse won't stand idle while you waste time playing in the snow. Return to your task.
Surprised you're still checking up on me.
Good.
I thought you had moved on.
Well, forgive me for still being concerned with the fate of the world.
I was thinking, Banuk shamans thread blue cables through their skin, right? Kind of like someone else we know, huh? So maybe the real reason you want me to stay clear of the Banuk is to stay clear of your past.
It's not the past that concerns me, Aloy. It's the future. Or possible lack thereof. Which is why you should stop prattling and get back to what matters. But as usual, you'll do as you wish.
Exactly. Because yes, technically this is supposed to be done before the end game, but it's best to do it after, like, pretty much right at the end anyway, because it does, what you've uncovered in the base game does affect certain dialogues in the DLC to trigger them and make them happen, so. And then, of course, Burning Shores, you have to actually complete the Forbidden West to play. Whereas this opens up as soon as you hit Day Tower. And if you go here as soon as you hit Day Tower, you'll be incredibly underleveled.
This one's a new predator. I can see the heat coming off it.
Oh, the monsters in this place are so much fun. Tough, but fun. Oh, and our first glimpse of the purple corruption. Ow! Thank goodness for overshields. Whoa! Yeah, you didn't like that, did you? Ow. Oh. Shield down. Shield's back. Oh boy. Ow. Go down for a minute. Please and thank you. Oh dear. Whew. Forgot how tough the Scorchers were. Oh, I'm gonna need more blaze. Like that. The sky in this DLC with the northern lights is so pretty. Blue light of the machine spirit will guide the way. Again, I need more blaze. Where to next? Ah, up. Come on, Aloy. You can do it. It's a lot of climbing to reach this place. Guess I could have just taken that way. But where would the fun in that have been? So pretty. What is that sound?
Outlander on the mountain!
Okay, that's a welcome, I guess.
You sure you'll be warm enough up here, Nora?
Worked
Yeah.
up a sweat from the climb. Brew that up later.
We made it to the cut, Outlander.
Not that you'll stay long.
You guys are wrong about that. We'll stay here as long
This
as
is
we
Song's
need to.
Edge, biggest settlement in the cut.
So the cut would be like basically what the Daunt to the Forbidden West is between Banur and Noraland, I guess. Whoa. Old Faithful blew its stack.
Smoke rising from the mountain. And the village, too. What's it for?
In times like these, let's not forget the importance of
Who knows better how to live than Aratak?
Must be something big going on.
I guess Aratak is the leader.
Smoke.
If Aratak led the march, I would follow him. But he must realize the toll we've paid.
What is going on here? I barely remember this DLC.
Death may rise up to meet you at any moment.
Get ready for a rare sight, Nora. Bergrand, purveyor of necessities. Most of the time, the Banuk burn their dead. But not today.
Because the bodies couldn't be recovered.
Aye, a nasty business. All their best warriors lost. So they're getting a different kind of send-off.
The Banuk are freaking awesome. I guess you would call that a sky burial? That would be our
Grasp your
attack.
grief, my hunters,
Yes, I remember
and
him.
kill it! For our kin sees the fate all Banuk long for. Falling with their spears striking steel. Their struggle is over now. You have witnessed their spirits rise up into the blue sky and beyond to the blue light. But our struggle is only beginning. Soon, we will again take up the hunt against the daemon that frenzies the machines against us. And so I ask you, can you summon the courage of our fallen kin? Will you fight and die as well as they did?
My courage! My spear!
Our blood is in your teeth, Aratak!
We are Banuk,
That sounds like
Our
Tanak's
enemies.
cannibal talk.
our prey.
The daemon. That frenzies the machines.
Machines that wiped out their best. And what do they want to do? Go back up there. Fools. A little advice, for free.
Aloy,
Aloy. I've been up here for 2 long winters, and I still can't make sense of the Banuk. Take this ruckus. It started with one of their shamans, Aurea, spouting on about spirits and daemons up on Thunder's drum. So they march their Warwick up there, and half of them get slaughtered by machines. When Aurea vanished, I thought the crazy might have gone with her, but no. Here's Big Aratak, gearing them up to do it all over again.
Is Aratak a renowned warrior around here?
He's a Warwick chieftain. His voice carries a lot of respect. Not that you hear much of it. Man talks about as much as a dead fish. But when he and Aurea came to town with their Warwick, it drew more Banuk to this little burg than I'd ever seen. Know what else I saw, Aloy? My own little trade route, stretching all the way back to the claim. Then, he goes and leads them off to their death at the claws of angry machines. So much for my best customers.
Don't worry, I'll work on keeping them alive for you. They really put a lot into the snow in this DLC, and it shows.
Have you ever heard of a man named Silence? Tall, deadly serious, cables in his skin? Like a shaman?
I've heard that name once or twice, but always whispered. Like some boogeyman the Banuk want to forget. I'm not sure what went down, but I got the impression he messed with the Conclave. Or they messed with him.
Conclave?
All the most important shamans gather in Banur from time to time to keep up with the latest mumbo-jumbo. No idea how they all fit into one tent without those crazy headdresses getting locked up on each other. Aurea's been to that shindig, but when I asked her what it's like, she just gave me a dirty look. So if you want to know more, you'll have to find her and make her like you, I guess.
I think we can
Good
do
luck.
that.
And Aurea is the one who spoke about this daemon?
That's right. Told Aratak and the others that it lives up on Thunder's drum. And they believed him.
But you don't.
Look, I don't know what Aurea found up there. A shaman's not going to talk to an outlander. The machines in the cut are getting more vicious, that's a fact. It could be because of the daemon, or it could be because they all got indigestion, for all I know. But Aurea's not around to
like
explain.
him.
She took off, and no one knows why.
What is it about the Banuk you can't make sense of?
Well, everything's a test to them. A hardship to endure. A challenge to survive.
Seems like they don't have much of a choice in a place like this.
A land cold enough to crack teeth, filled with wild animals. You think they'd accept a little reasonably priced aid? Well, believe me, I've tried to convince them. But a Banuk with nothing left to prove might just lie down and die.
What are these Warwicks about, Bergrand? Some sort of tribe within the tribe?
Not like our clans back home. You don't get born into these things. They hold tryouts. Prove your best at something and you might get a place. Some Warwicks come and go. Some last as long as metal. The whole Banuk territory, Banur, is just a bunch of the biggest, oldest Warwicks.
I'm not sure if I'm less confused or more confused.
Well, here's the sure thing. Each Warwick has a chieftain and a shaman. They make the decisions. All well and good, except the chieftains are hard-headed, and the shamans have their heads in the clouds.
Sounds about right for this kind of thing.
You
What's
said
more
you've
about
lived
yourself,
out here for
Bergrand?
2 winters?
Aye. Back home, some fur traders told me about this steel-forsaken heap of tents. Good location. Ripe for change. We were barely scraping by until this place started filling up for Aurea. A great prophet is coming, they said. I heard prophet. Honest mistake. Not that the Banuk are stingy, they just prefer to keep trade among themselves. We could get through to enough of them. We could really put this place on the map. Or at least on a map.
It's on my map.
We?
Me and my daughter. my assistant, Varja. My assistant and my daughter. We seem to get along better as business partners. Her mother wanted me to show her a trade. She started tinkering with weapons. Say, when you need a break from this Banuk carry-on, stop in and see her. You're both, how do I put it?
Women?
No, independent. Look for her at Long Notch, the easternmost Banuk camp.
I want to know more about this Damon.
It's crazy talk, Aloy.
Or there's something to it. Something connected to how the machines behave.
Then you need to find Aurea. She was last seen headed for the mountains they call the Ice Rests. I've heard only the shamans know the trail beyond those frozen peaks. But I do know where you could find her apprentice, Naltuk. He went north of the river, chasing rumors.
Rumors?
Not the good kind. Sudden attacks in the snow. Strange new structures. Some say a new machine, like no one's seen before.
Well, now I'm definitely interested. Thanks for the talk, Bergrand.
Don't mention it.
I wonder if Aratak could tell me more about Aurea or Thunder's Drum. Might be worth a shot.
Yeah? You always try talking to Aratak.
Many years before I ever saw a living one.
Now took Aratak and got a side quest as well. Oh, he's right here.
I do not want to hear this talk from you again. Doubt is heavier than a week's snow.
Forgive me, my chieftain. We will be ready for the next attempt.
But this will not be an attempt. It must be done. Do you understand?
My chieftain.
Good. Outlander, I suppose you wish to speak?
I do.
You're set on going back to the mountain?
I have put my word to it.
Even with the risks being so great?
The risk of what? Death? It would be a worse fate to bow our heads to the challenge and say too much.
On brand.
There are other Weraks in Song's Edge too?
Yes. The village has its own life for all Banuk who need trade or shelter. After the war ended, it sprang up from what was once a campsite, quick as the bloom between frosts. Perhaps it will last, until the Karja seek war again.
Did your Werak come from this place?
No, we rallied most of our hunters from across Banur to face the threat of the Daemon. But I was born here, and stayed to fight the Karja when others retreated into the mountains. A few of my old warriors remained with me, those who survived.
Aurea knows about this Daemon. Where would I talk to her?
She does a shaman's work. That is not for the eyes and ears of others. Certainly not an Outlander's.
We'll change your mind on that.
This Daemon you talked about.
If you are hardy enough, you can venture out and see the signs yourself. It has changed the machines, made them fiercer, stronger.
But what is it?
A matter for the shamans to debate.
Well, I guess that's it then.
Good. I prefer deeds to words.
Right.
Ah, there you are.
Well, off we go then. Oh, wait, we got our...
A good life requires three things. A sharp spear,
Oh.
and a
Can't let the smoke and thunderstorm distract you. We all have jobs.
Let's see what you want.
Deep dead.
You seem sad, stranger. I heard you mention a flood?
Yes. A sudden deluge, without rain or melt to explain it. I'm Lalai, the drummer of Deep Din. Or at least I was, till it disappeared under the waters.
Deep Din. What's that?
A hollow, carved out by the old ones.
I remember that.
A
That was
chamber,
pretty
a
cool.
basin, and a musical instrument all at once. My life, my calling. I'd explain it by playing for you if I could. But its pipes are deep under the water now.
So Deep Din is a place and a musical instrument?
Yes. Pipes that carry a perfect tone beneath a sonorous basin. A wondrous edifice the old ones used to carry music far and wide. During the war, my father played the pipes to rally the Banuk against the Karja. I'm the drummer now, but our battles are few and far between. Mostly I play for the joy of it, or to remember my family. Of course, if the waters don't recede, what's the point of joy? Or remembering?
I really like her headdress.
So the waters came fast.
One day it was dry. The next, the nearby river had risen and the entire basin was flooded. I don't understand it. There was no rain, not even any clouds, and yet the river rose higher than I'd ever seen it. And there it remains.
A flood without rain. That is strange. Where is this place? I'll have a look if I'm in the area.
Just northwest of here. Look all you like, but I don't see what good it'll do. The floodwaters aren't going anywhere. How does one ask a river to relent?
We'll find a way. Do you guys have anything new?
We have responsibilities to attend to.
Also, do you have Blaze? Yes. I like being rich. In games, it is helpful. That should be enough. Ooh, we do have new stuff. What do we need? We need blue gleam for these. And we need blue gleam for these.
No more music. Blood some that.
When the old ones were fresh in their graves and our numbers were still small.
That's all I need.
It was she who led us through the frozen wastes. We also remember the ravenous tribe, who delighted in sucking the marrow from our broken bones. Everywhere Banukai and her Werak fled, the ravenous tribe were never far behind. Seeking a way to defeat them, Banukai went into the wastes and let the wind whip her cheeks. And when the cold brought sleep, she dreamt of light. She saw it behind the world, a great calming sheet of icy blue. And she saw something new. Herds of machines, each filled with the same blue light. When she woke, she knew which star to follow. She walked for many days and nights until she arrived at a temple built from sparkling ice. At the gates of the temple, she was met by the machines from her dream, who bowed to her as she entered. Inside, Banukai discovered the blue light bubbling from a hole in the snowy earth like a spring. "You bid me come," she said. "My people need aid. Will you provide it?" The machines whispered to Banukai. "We go where the light goes, for we are its chosen vessels. There is darkness in your heart. It cannot hold the light for long. Carry it.
There's a little bit of Banukian lore.
But
Banukian?
the cost will be great." Banukai waded into the pool. The light
Our
appeared like a
struggles don't
nest of
concern
snakes
you.
and struck Banukai, piercing her skin. filling her up. Banukai
There-
did not scream, though she was.
Like, there is a merchant up there.
Banukai did not collapse.
Ah, hey. Become a bandit is to admit you don't possess the skill to survive without theft and murder.
That works. Oh. This merchant is really high up there. Hello.
Quite a view you've got up here. It's a useful perspective. How fleeting we are when the world is so wide. From up here, you can see how the light paints across the land. Ever changing. That's a lesson. All our marks will pass. That outlook sounds a little depressing for a painter. Haven't met many artists, have you? Song's Edge needs new stories. I scrubbed its past off this rock to start anew, but a new start needs new colors. Fresh pigments, like none have seen.
Ah, so we bring her pigments.
These pigments you want. Where should I look for them? Salts gather at the edges of geysers and hot pools. Crystals cling to the rocks and cliffs.
Good to know.
The Banuk rock paintings are impressive, but, You want to know what they mean. That's not the right question, but I'll answer anyway. Some are called to the machines. The sacred shapes you see on metal casings, or on a cauldron door. Do the machines listen to the call? I don't know. Others, like mine, are a call to the tribe. You could say inspiration or prophecy. And sometimes even men listen, if the painting is loud enough. Have you always been a painter? I've always painted. But I wasn't a painter until I was driven out of Banur. Up there, the markings are eternal. They paint over the same lines, the same colors, over and over. As a child, I learned from copying them. As I grew, my heart sank at the familiarity. All of us Banuk might as well be trapped in glacier ice. We have the look of life, but never really moving.
Alright, so pigments are our collectibles.
I'll see what I can find for you. Seek out the vibrant ones. A spring of sudden color among snow or rock or metal. That's its own reward. But I'd reward you as well.
Quick way down!
Yeah, good to see more Outlanders. We Banuk are too isolated from the other tribes.
Definitely a shortcut. I appreciate that. Alright, so we gotta figure out...
The songs are more than just stories.
We also remember the ravenous tribe, who
How we
delighted
get
in
out of here.
sucking the marrow from our broken bones. Everywhere Banukai and Hawerak play.
Is this way? Doesn't seem like it.
Okay, if I want to learn more about how this daemon affects the machines, I've got to find Maria. And to do that, I need to talk to her apprentice, who followed the river north.
Okay, well, that was a way out of Song's Edge. Whoa!
Outland! Wait a moment. Stay
Hello?
safe if you can.
That weapon of yours, Outlander, that spear. I can see the blue light upon it.
This? It was made by an acquaintance of mine.
Ah, a shaman.
No. More of a tinker?
A tinker does not understand the spark in the metal, the song in the metal like this. But it could be improved upon, modified with the help of the old ones. Far north of here there is a cave, a shaft in the snow. Within it is a nest of metal birds. Find a bird that hasn't been stripped by shamans past. Look for a rail inside it, the length of your spear. That's all I can tell you.
Get a rail from some metal birds in a cave. Sounds perfectly normal.
Well, at least you know to look for one that's similar to your spear. This would be how they get their pigments.
What makes the great Werax of Banur better than ours? We hunt just as well.
Actually, before we leave, I do want to find a merchant. Again, real quick, because there's one last thing I want to check if they're selling. It'll just make things a lot easier.
These lands belong to all who are able to survive.
Ah, alright, so that's how we get up and down from the actual...
The colors of your Werax.
Whoa.
There's no greater honor.
Ah, okay, right by it. Okay. Now the geography of this place makes sense. I say as I get lost.
Water lapping on old stone. That's a sound to sleep to, not live.
Bandit.
There we are. Ooh. Okay, we need badger. We need goat. And we need goat and badger.
My fellows.
Hunting for badgers and goats, and hopefully we get healing mushrooms. Now. Manu Shaman to Sailor of a cave far north, 1609. Shaman's Path is the closest, so we will do that one first. Ah, that would explain why it was such a difficult scorcher. It was demonic. Alright, let's find this Naltuk. Hishivan.
Crazy also tried to kill our Sun King till the machine rider stopped him cold.
Outlanders. Karja Outlanders.
Never thought I'd see that sunrise.
Safe to sit here, but head into the Outlands and the machine.
A Talnik? What did it take to knock one of those over? They're built to last.
But at least she's noble.
We should probably hit the tall neck first. Makes the most sense.
Unlike those savages.
Had an egg for breakfast. Bergren said Araya's apprentice went north of the river. Hopefully not too far.
This would be the river. Of course.
Encased in ice. It fell a long time ago. But the scavengers have just gotten started.
Oh, it's demonic. Dead Banuk in the snow. Couple of them. Shit. I think they saw me. Oh, hello.
That's the last of the scavengers. Should scan the tall neck. See how deep the damage goes. Silly, silly watchers. Ah, up there. Looks like the scavengers ripped out 3 major parts. If I could bring them back, maybe I could even reactivate it. Get at what's inside its head.
Well, this one's the closest. Oh, they're literally on machines. The parts that we need to return.
They're angry.
That one. Ooh, that's not good. Lintox. That's right. Down. Stay down. No. Stay down. Good hawk.
This tonic part's
There
still
we
in
go.
one piece.
Got the actuator. Now we need the array and the stabilizer. It's a quick way down. May as well hit the campfire first. Man, that's a heavy snowfall. Mirrors what's going on outside for me right now.
Scrabbling a bit.
Whoop! Ah! there. That took care of that. Aha.
One of the tall next parts.
Stabilizer.
It's heavy.
Ooh, some blue gleam. Goat.
Oh boy.
Ooh, goat bone. Hey! I'm looting my goat! Dick? Hello. Oh, isn't that convenient?
Card seems attached.
There's the array.
Tall necks are built tough.
Alright, let's get all these pieces back into the tall neck. Activate this thing so we can steal its map data.
Well, that fits. Sure hope it works. Well, it's in better shape than it was.
Nick!
Okay, if I'm right, I just need to get the power flowing through it again. And if I'm wrong, at least no one's watching.
We're all watching, Aloy.
That should wake you up. Easy now. Easy.
Now we just gotta climb it.
Can't even make a dent in that thing. I should be able to jump onto the tunnel from here.
Damn it! Yeah, I'm gonna make it up to that one before it does. There we are.
Okay, time to climb up to its head.
Got the DLC tall neck. Observer log USW-10. Monitoring supercell information. Orbit 8F1 initiated. Cycle 68208. Routing query sent. Routing query received from G Prime. Supercell formation overhead. Electrical impact. Electrical impact. Electrical impact. Surge damage assessment. Locomotion systems compromised. Gyroscopic systems compromised. Processing systems compromised. Status report sent. Instruction received from G Prime. Suspend. Internal systems So it must have been hit by lightning, and that's what caused it to topple. Alright, well, now that we've done that, let's get on to finding Ulea's attendant Naltuk. Whoa. That's some lighting effects with the snow as we hit sunset. That's gorgeous. Thinks it sees me. Doesn't matter. See.
That must be Naltuk, looking out at that tower. It looks like it's sending a pulse or signal. Naltuk?
Who are you? How did you find me?
Bergrand told me you'd be out here.
He's persistent. I've told that Oseram 1,000 times. I don't need to buy anything.
And I'm not selling. I just need to find Araya.
Well, you won't. She's gone where only shamans can tread. She seeks guidance from the voice in the blue light. That is her task. And the task she gave me is to observe the daemon's work. To stop it spreading, if I can. But what can I do about these towers? In only a few weeks, they've sprouted throughout the cut. The daemon's energy pulses from them. Rallies the machines, even repairs them.
Repairs them. That's a key thing.
Aratak said this daemon was frenzying machines.
Look there. Those with the purple markings. They belong to the daemon. They're stronger, more dangerous.
I've seen something like this before. A corruption. But it wasn't from your daemon.
You have? Well, then you know more than I do. These towers, were they part of your corruption?
No. Those are new to me too.
Like I said, they empower the daemon's machines. They must be stopped.
Will you tell me where Aurea went?
You ask a lot of questions.
Only when I'm not getting the answers I need.
There's but one voice Aurea wants to hear right now, and it isn't yours. I'm sorry.
All right. You want to stop the spread of the daemon's work? I know how to get started. With my bow and spear.
Outlander, wait. Won't you tell me your name?
Aloy.
Good. If you fall to the daemon's machines, at least I can properly recount your efforts to Aurea.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. But I won't fall. And when I'm done, you're gonna tell me where she is.
What a transactional, Wow, it's heavy snowfall and the darkness is making it hard to see.
Okay then, let's see if this thing can work for me.
Very rude. Nearly took my shield down. There's a long legs here somewhere. Goat!
No good. It's not gonna even notice me attacking it. So the tower helps nearby machines, but it can be overridden.
You are quite the warrior.
Damn right I am.
Seems I can take care of the machines and towers. The daemon's next.
You claimed its power for yourself somehow. Perhaps Aurea should meet you after all. But what she truly seeks is hope. After what I just saw, you could show her that. She's in retreat beyond those mountains, the ice rasps. You'll have to walk the shaman's path to get there. You'll know you've reached the end when you come to a shrine. A great machine covered in blue gleam. Shamans who complete the path take a piece of it as reward. If you make it that far, you should too. You'll have earned it.
You said something about blue gleam at the end of the shaman's path?
A crystal that builds on the bodies of machines in the oldest ice. We Banuk believe it's the stuff of the blue light, frozen as it escapes their shells. You might be more interested that merchants will trade well for it.
Good to know.
Were you with Aurea when they attacked the mountain?
I wish I had been, even with all that happened. I'm no warrior, though, so she bid me wait. When Aurea and the chieftain returned, I saw them argue bitterly. I don't know what about exactly. Then she came to me, gave me my task, and left us.
Bergren told me you're Aurea's apprentice.
In her absence, I served the chieftain and his werak as an advisor, a scout, a speaker for the Blue Light.
A lot of responsibilities.
I don't know if I can live up to Aurea's example, but I have to try. I owe her that much. She took a chance on me. An aspiring shaman from the edge of the world. No one else would.
How do I cross this shaman's path?
Go to the ice rasps. Then follow the markers through the ice caves and the waterfalls, and make the climb to the shrine. But be careful. The path is meant to be an ordeal, the final trial of a young shaman's training.
And I'll find Aurea at the end of it?
No. She goes further up, somewhere inside the mountain. If you see her, would you tell her, I have faith she will hear the voice again.
All right. I guess I'm off to the ice rasps to find this shaman's path.
Not terribly far away, at least. Oh, we have a bandit camp over there. Oh, it's all the way. Oh wait, no, that's the secret shared. That's the rail part. But waterlogged is closest, so we will go to the lake first. Ooh, and we can max out our skills. Okay, well, I definitely need to find a merchant. There is one just past where we're going. If I follow the road, I will run into both a bonfire and said merchant. Batcher, mushroom.
I can't spare the weight.
Oh, damn. How about now? Oh, damn. That works. First off, let's hit that fireplace. Oh. And there's a fireplace right by that merchant, too. That is very helpful. And there is some lore here. Return to Singapore. As the waters recede, the people return. Singapore, May 5th, 2043. A large pink-tinted rock marks the summit of Bukit Timah Hill, Singapore's highest point, at one time 164 meters above sea level. Charmaine Low records a self-hollow next to the rock, her bright smile contradicted by a nervous fidgeting with her prismatic fake nails and 30s-style subdermal jewelry. I thought I'd never see this place again. Still can't believe it's real, she marvels. Proud Bukit Timah has stood firm against time and weather, but the rest of Singapore has fared less well. With approximately a third of the island nation at less than 5 meters above sea level, Singaporeans like Charmaine were forced to abandon their homes as inexorable waters leached away their foundations throughout the snoring 20s. Now, the surviving members of Charmaine's family are returning alongside many others. As global temperatures and sea levels stabilize, people come by air or by water. Some seek refuge from the deleterious effects of the Citarium River tragedy, whose costs still reverberate today. All hope to build new lives atop collapse of the once stable and prosperous country. Singapore represents one of many states abandoned by their citizens in the aftermath of heavy coastal flooding. Questions surrounding ownership are difficult to answer. Government and law enforcement personnel fled far in advance of the country's devastation, and documentation of title is scattered at best. The plot of land on which Charmaine's childhood home once sat had belonged to the Low family for almost a data corrupted.
These mountains must be the ice rasps. The shaman's path begins somewhere up above.
That they do. And for that one, I need goat skin. Awesome. Alright, seeing as how I need blue gleam for like all of these, let's go on a bit of a purge here. I do not need any of these hearts. And I do not need any of these lenses. I'll keep that, just in case. That should help. That's good enough for now. Wait, did I just see a... No, okay.
This must be the ruin Lao Lai was talking about. Leaked in. Floated too, like she said. Snow
Oh,
ice.
that must be cold.
Probably came from somewhere upriver. Follow the river, find its source. Seems simple enough.
Oh, that's no good. That overshield must give her some really good thermal processing for her to be able to swim in those waters. Camera, please. Okay. Goodbye.
This'll help.
Snap maws. More? Very rude of that one to get in my way like that. Damn! Yeah, those demonic snap maws are not playing around. So we got 4 of them here. Oh dear. Hello. Ow. Leaves! My God, man, leaves! That went way better than the last round against him. Got all 4. Oh, that's gotta be so cold. Oh shit. Damn wall. Snowstorm cleared up though. That's a plus. Whoa. So what do we got here? May as well save our progress now that those Snapmaw are dead. Ah, right. Follow the river. Looks like we got another one of those towers on our map here. Ooh.
There. That must be where the water's coming from. Looks like something the old ones built.
That is one big dam. Snow's really coming down hard. Missions Joyride. To Shelley Guerrera Mackenzie from Laura Vogel. Subject Missions Joyride. Okay, girl, you are never gonna guess what happened on my way home last night. First thing, I heard this sound like a herd of killer bees escaping out of a tin can. Then there was this weird light through the trees. I was totally hoping it was aliens, but nah, it was one of those old blue Spectrum LEDs. Looked super creepy on the snow. As it got closer, I heard some Yahoo letting out this weird guttural man shriek as if he were doing some macho primal scream therapy. You know, with 1,000 RPMs between his legs. Said Yahoo was none other than Dodd Blevins, our new director of security, or whatever his $22 title is. He was actually riding an old snowmobile. They're like 1,000 times more polluting than a combustion-era car. My expert professional opinion, Blevins is a grade A douche canoe. Decided not to sick the security bots on his flabby rear. After all, he's practically our boss for the next 2 weeks. But Shells, you might want to take a bathroom break now, because you're gonna lose it when you find out what I did instead. I was standing right near one of the trail signs, and I could tell Blevins was headed for me, so I reprogrammed the sign to swap directions between Fairy Falls and Purple Mountain. Wicked, right? You'd never get a snowmobile up there. I hope he bailed out hard and had to walk back to the lodge. Guess I'll be filing my very first incident report right after this whole thing shuts down forever. I could let it slide like usual, but then where's the fun, Shells? Where is the fun? Good way to troll your boss, I guess. Gray catch. Well, everything around us right now is definitely very gray. Wow. They did a good job at making the landscapes feel stark and desolate.
Well, somebody wanted in. Nearly blew this entire ledge off just to get through the door.
Flooding detected. Evacuation recommended. Overflow basin compromised.
The overflow basin. Is that the dip? Looks like a control center. What happened in here to start the water flowing? Intake tower malfunction. Drainage system offline. That's probably not good news.
Secret show. Wait, who's that?
And there's our...
Gildan.
Troublemaker. Doesn't seem to be as good at getting out as he is at getting in.
Alright, so okay, like how do we want to start this farewell thingy? We might be the last actual people to ever see this place. Yeah. And you know, it's all.
Right, these two.
Could be something around that my focus will see. Another holographic interface. Must be some kind of code. The lock positions. Helpful.
We just need to get power to the lock mechanisms. Is all.
Rough waters. No way I'd be able to swim.
The color palette swap for this place, like, it is a fairly colorful interior area, which we're not used to, and it stands in very good contrast
His way through here.
to the lack of color outside.
I've become trapped somehow. I'll buy the forge. I'm pleased to hear another person stomping about in here. This blasted door is stuck. This is a perfect opportunity to do a good deed and clear your conscience for whatever cruelties you may have committed. Unless you're not one of those snap moths I saw outside, are you?
No, they're all dead.
Oh!
Are you alright?
You don't know how happy you just made me. For a moment, I thought my fire was snuffed. My forge gone cold. But nope. Nope. Not old Gildan.
You're... welcome? Wait. Start from the beginning. What are you doing down here?
Ow! My apologies. When you mostly talk to yourself, you can tell your stories in whatever order you like. There's an artifact in that storage room I simply must acquire. But as you may have noticed, the door won't budge. I took one of those roundish, ringy what's-its from the wall beside the door. No luck. So I had to go with that panel with the button. Even less luck. My gentle experimentation caused the chamber to flood a little. So I pushed the button again, perhaps a little too enthusiastically. Sparks and smoke. Now, obviously, I came here to investigate. My cautious footsteps may have contributed slightly to the collapse of a bridge. When the bridge began to collapse, I may have, for the sake of expedience, abandoned the cumbersome ringy what's-it to the waves. By the time I thought to give up the endeavor, the door had closed behind me. And thusly do we come to the present moment.
He is quite the character.
You said something about an artifact?
Indeed. That storage room is brimming with treasures from the old ones, but one in particular caught my eye. An intricate looking glass. I've only seen one such device before. My old mom brought one back for me from wherever she'd gone to that time. I remember holding it, staring into its face, and seeing myself and my mother just over my shoulder, smiling.
And one of these looking glasses. It's in the storage room.
Oh, yes. I'm quite sure. I peered into that dim little chamber, and there it was. I've wanted to find one for so long, Yes, this time I'm sure I have.
Well, there's no way we're getting into that storage room without another ring. It's part of the locking mechanism that controls the door.
You don't say. Well, that's fantastic news. Marvelous, even. You've got two hands. I've got two hands. Perfect! My savior, my salvation, and if you like, why wouldn't you? Of course you will. My accomplice.
Oh, no.
Together, that ring is as good as ours, and with it, the storage room and its spoils.
Didn't you say you dropped the ring in the water?
Well, I'll grant you that adds a heretofore undiscussed level of complexity to the proceedings.
So you found the button that controls the flow of water.
Quite by accident.
And then you broke that button.
Also, quite by accident.
The panel's the only way to shut this place down, as far as I can tell. This isn't gonna be easy.
That storage room is filled, top to bottom. Would you be surprised to find the parts you need in there? I certainly wouldn't be.
So, we need to replace that ring and get into the storage room. Then I can fix the panel and shut this place down.
And I can finally wrap my fingers around that looking glass.
Okay, Gildan. How are we gonna get that ring?
2 sets of hands, girl. 2 sets of hands. Behind us lie a pair of enormous gates, but I believe the gates must be operated in tandem. Together, we can dry this place out.
Guess we better get started then.
I guess we better. Up ahead, girl. See the valve? Time to put our hands to use. I'll take care of this one. There's another valve on the other side to lock the gate in place. Would you mind heading across and doing the honors?
Will do.
You know, I'm reminded of a delve I undertook out near the plain. Stone ruin, cloud tall, and lake wide. It's been 13 levels. Trapped in no wall. Just straight stone columns buried
It's hilarious. It's a great way to look at what a car might be.
Marvelous! You made it! Now grab that valve and give it a spin.
On it.
A little more now, and I should be able to get the blasted gate moving.
There. You should be able to lower the gate.
Huh? Right you are! Now, when I get this gate down, you'll need to turn the valve again. Ought to lock this thing in place.
Sweet. Oh, and it gives us a bridge to and fro. That's nice.
One gate down.
Halfway through then, aren't we? To the second gate!
Wow, that dropped the water level considerably.
A ladder is a rare and special thing, girl. Can depend on it to take you exactly where you need to go, and no further.
I think I just stepped on his head.
I'd wager the valves for the second sluice gate are somewhere above us. How are we gonna get up there?
Let me look around. Looks like I could jump across on that rickety resting platform.
Looks like. Ah, nope.
Current's too strong. I can't swim against it. It's even less refreshing than it looks.
Wait, did I make... Where am I? I am so confused. What just... Where did I... Oh, okay, I see. Jump from there. I was supposed to come up here. Instead, I tried jumping straight for that. Oh! Oh, I see. No, we're at the start now. Okay. No!
Blazing forge, girl! Careful! Don't want you drowning in this ruin now, do we?
It looks like that is the way I want to go.
Nice jump! Nice! What am I saying? That was stupendous! Never seen such absolute disregard for personal safety.
Thanks, I think.
Oh, you're close, girl. Just spring across the gap. Ah, you're right above me. Just send that ladder on down.
Look out below.
Here we are. This guy is great.
Now we've done
Mr.
this
Drew.
once
This
before.
whole quest is...
Should be as easy as falling down a hole. If you take the valve on the other side.
If it's set up the same way on this side, I should look for an access tunnel.
This whole quest is a really good little side quest.
This is my sort of delve. 1,000 little problems to solve. A million minute and invisible factors. My father used to say, Kibling, Kibling used to say, don't make the delve harder than it needs to be. The best delve is done in half the time it takes a campfire to sputter out. Now, my father was a great man. Dead wrong when it came to choosing the rubric by which to judge delve depth. To find yourself stuck, then unstuck. To fail, then get lost. Find. That's what makes the delve.
Uh-huh, Gildan.
see. Oh. Quite a bit of flooding here. Anything back there that we can get to? No. Ooh, excuse me.
Okay, Gildan, turn the valve.
It's not working! Damn thing's too heavy. Glance behind me, would you? See anything big and, broken?
Damn family.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4! Caught sellouts and runaway cowards! We see... Cut it! I forgot the words. Shells, we started off so strong and then it all just imploded. Well, that's sort of my MO. No heavy stuff. Switching gears. Band name! We need one.
Oh, those two were adorable. Okay, we don't want to go this way. I'm a little bit lost on what to do.
Looks like part of the counterweight broke off. If I can get up there, my weight might be enough to get it moving again. Hang on, okay? I've got a plan.
I see.
Going down fast. I need to get up higher. Could climb up that wreckage. That's pretty much what I do.
It is pretty much what she does.
Jump straight to the counterweight from here. But I could climb higher, get above it.
Down we go.
The drop's too far, girl! Oh! Control falling. Very close.
Going down.
Huh.
Almost low enough to jump.
You can make it! Let's see another one of those mad leaps!
Got it. We're good to go.
You were a sight to see. Bounding from metal rust trap to metal rust trap. Still a bit of water, but low enough, wouldn't you say? Now then, where's that ring?
Good question. Well, at least I should be able to swim now.
Snap maw! It's a snap maw! Very, very big snap maw!
I see it, Gildan.
Very big, very, very big!
Just stay out of the way.
Forge, forgive me. What if that snap maw swallowed that ring we're at? Just gobbled it right up.
We'll find out after I've killed it.
Oh, this is very close quarters for this. Die in the water.
Tell me when it's dead, would you?
It's dead. You were right.
Marvelous.
This thing did swallow
So,
the ring.
That's the old Gildan intuition in action. It's never led me astray. Sure, its chosen routes can be a bit circuitous, but never mind. To the storage room. To the spoils. Oh, what's in here? More old world treasures, perhaps? This place is full of surprises. Should we have a look?
Okay, Shells. Shells, we're not focusing on that right now. We're recording, okay? We're not even in the band meeting. Sort of counts as practice, right? Merch. We need merch. Stickers! You're not a real band until someone vandalizes government property with your sticker.
Colleagues, I have been asked to remind you that conversations determined to be irrelevant to servitor training are discouraged.
What were you saying about vandalizing government property?
Adorable.
We drained enough water for what we need to do, but I wonder if I could empty out the whole dam. Pipes, valves. Maybe I can drain the rest of the water from here. My focus could find something I've missed. All right, time to get the flow going to the right place.
Valves 101. Yo, Shelly, I'm trapped in servitor hell over here. Got in this morning, and as usual, that one half-baked chrome dolt was bumping up against the locked entry door in the reservoir room, moaning about requiring entry into the totality of the facility. Between its robot voice and those weirdly grindy sounds its limbs make, the acoustics remind me of a track from one of the less accessible German post-punk bands. I've told them and told them. Every night, the pipe network decouples so that the reservoir can refill, and every morning it has to be reset manually. All you have to do is turn the valve thingies so that the water flows directly to the pump. The rest of the servitors seem to get it, but this guy won't stop bugging out. I mean, I know we're supposed to be on-site advisors, but this is getting ridiculous. Do I have to scratch the instructions into their stupid, shiny faces?
I say this as a man typically enamored of complexities, but this looks like it might be a little much for me.
Don't worry. I think I've got this.
Music to my ears. To each job, its proper tool. Toothpicks make horrible arrows, as the saying goes.
Alright. Let's see here.
You got a competent mind, girl. A mind for nuance and finesse. Not I. No, indeed.
That one's broken.
Not old Gildan.
Looks like I'm on the right track.
This job demands a certain degree of patience, doesn't it? I'm afraid I inherited my mother's restlessness.
There we are.
There. One step closer.
You've been at this a while, girl. No room to judge, mind. I once spent half a day flummoxed by a charge of puzzle box. Got it working, did you? Of course you did. Never met a conundrum you couldn't unconundrum, have you?
The door's open. Guess it had sealed because of the flooding.
Amazing.
This must go down to the lower level. Ugh, it stinks down here. Looks like
Smell
that's
that?
everything.
Smells
should
like
head
a
back up with
Fordside
Gildan.
morning in the claim.
See? Check this out. We could just bang on this pipe, you know? Could we sample that or? Totally. Like, what about after the... Oh, sorry. Just a sec. Laura? I need you to take a break. Laura? Hey! Laura!
So, as we circle back around to the matter of the supply room,
It's a lot of noise. Sounds like the dam is powering up since we got the pipes in the right order.
I can't wait, I can't wait, I can't wait! Almost there! Soon I'll hold the looking glass in my hand, just like Mom and I used to.
How'd you get up here before me?
What, what are you doing with your hands there, girl?
Right, he can't see the the locks because he doesn't have a focus.
I can't believe that worked. I thought you'd lost your mind, tickling the empty air like that.
I mean, this is it. We get to play together, what, maybe 2 more times? Nah, shells. Farewell tour! Reunion tour in like 6 months. Let's do it all the time. For our adoring fans. It's not that hard to stay in touch, Shelly. We could practice in holospace. People always say that.
Gilden? Everything okay?
I was so sure I saw it. The looking glass. I was so sure. Right there in the window. I would... Of course. Trick of the light. Nothing at all.
I'm sorry, Gilden. It must have meant a lot to you.
Oh, well. Much as any artifact of the old ones would mean to me, really. It's fine. I'm fine. Besides, what are the spoils compared to the delve? That's why we do it, girl. The delve, not the treasure. And what a delve it was! Ugh. By the great blazing forge, I'll never forget that. Now then, I believe we have some repairs to make.
What do we have here?
Okay, let's fix the panel and shut this place down.
You press the button, Gilden.
Oh, that's a whole lot prettier, isn't it? What does it mean?
It means it worked.
By the forge. You are a wonder! Do you hear that often? I'll hazard a guess you do.
I've heard something like that once or twice.
Oh, she's modest now. A master of the arts of the old ones, a delver to shame the entire claim, and she wants to be modest. Ha!
It's not like I did it alone, Gilden.
No. No, I suppose not.
So what's next for you? On your way back to the claim?
And deprive the people of Song's Edge the story of this encounter? Perish the thought! I'll stay there a while longer. But a story is best told by all who encountered it. Come and lend a hand, won't you?
Overflow basin empty. Interior accessible.
Nice.
Minimal flood damage.
Sounds like the basin is dried out too. Maybe I'll take a look.
Another adventure so soon? Whew, you're braver than me. But there was no question of that.
See you later, Gilden. Ah! All right. You know what? Before we go, there's one thing I do want to check. because she mentioned going further down to the lower levels when we passed a certain point when I already thought we were at the lowest levels. So either this gonna kill me, or we gonna find something. Ah!
Ugh, this scrapes.
Oh. Doesn't lead to anything at all. Well, let's get back to the din.
Water's lower. And going by that sound, I think Laolai's already at the din.
Gold? Gold! No skins.
Good.
Tis a
Neat.
A Drew raid indeed. Welcome, my friend. Squirrel! That squirrel definitely ended up paying with his life. Yeah, you really can hear the metal being pounded from far away.
Sound's getting louder. Remaster wasn't kidding about the sound.
Live from the illustrious Overflow Basin Studios, it's Concrete Beach Party! A one, a two, a 1, 2, 3, 4! Court sellouts and runaway cowards, we've seen your type before. You remove us from the premises, but it's us who's showing you the door. You make the world so hard to live in, then act like we should crave a spot. But if we're not good enough for your world, we think your world can rock. Trapped in a circuit of hell, we still know our worth. Being bugged ourselves, we're the last girls on earth. Big dudes who draw big paychecks, we're all real impressed. You sing your romantic
Gotta love the spirit of punk rock being alive and well. Last girls on Earth. Dear nobody, the autocars are on their way. Mine will take me to my apartment in Cody. Hers will take her to the vertiport. She brought her luggage with her to work today. Everything she owns packed into 2 little suitcases. She's wearing the fanciest outfit I've ever seen her in. It's from Mom, she said. She bought me this outfit, if you can believe it. Normally, who cares? But I don't know. She's already dealing with a lot. We walked through the dam today and listened to all these tapes, read all these messages, and maybe this is one of those sign my yearbook will never lose touch things, but I'm not scared of losing Laura anymore. We're family. We didn't inherit each other or settle in on each other. We chose each other. No amount of distance, no number of jerks in bad suits or obsequious robots is going to tear us apart. So listen, on the off chance that someone ever actually does stumble onto these things, here's the truth. There was this band called Concrete Beach Party, and for a second, it was the best band in the world, and you, whoever you are really, really lucky, because you're the only person who ever got to hear them. See you never. The last girls on Earth.
You look happy to be playing again.
I don't know what you did, but the water drained in the snap of a short song. What do you think of the music?
I've never heard anything else like it.
That's because there's no other place with such resonance, such intonation that rattles your ribs with its power. And of course, no one else knows these pipes like I do. I learned him by ear before I could walk, strapped to my father's back. Thank you for draining the waters. Not just for myself, but for my ancestors and their songs. Please, take this as a token of our gratitude.
I like how this entire side quest is centered around music. Like, from everything that she's doing to, like, the punk band that the two dam workers put together and the lore bits that we get. And just, like, even her belief that the old ones built this place specifically as a giant instrument, when really it's just the overflow for a hydroelectric dam. Which they would never understand what it was in a million years, because they didn't get Apollo. Although maybe the Karja would be able to understand what a hydroelectric dam was. Banuk, not so much. They're a little bit more on the primitive side. Wow. This place looks way different in the daylight. Anyway, main quest is pretty much all we have left going for us. So we are going to be going up the shaman path to find this Ulea tomorrow in our next stream. Because it is pretty late. We've been going for a good while. Already made a good start for headway into the Frozen Wilds. So, yeah. I feel like we'll probably get through this pretty quickly. Thank you for everyone who joined in for this live stream. Mr. Drew, it is always great to hear from you. And, yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. It is, like, super snowy and cold out there, so probably gonna start... I'm gonna aim to start considerably earlier in the day. And we're gonna see how much streaming we can do tomorrow. But, yeah, join us for that, won't you? And have a great night. Take care.